Welcome to this course, Apply AI, Update Your Resume. In this course, you will enhance your resume and then customize it for a specific job posting. You will enlist the help of both a public chatbot and a locally downloaded large language model to get both performance and privacy. Along the way, you'll also practice designing your own workflow to perform a task by prototyping and iterating on that workflow. You'll also practice systematic evaluation of AI outputs. This will be a lot of fun, so let's get started. Your resume is a marketing tool for your professional experience and skills. It's your first introduction to a hiring manager when looking for a job. For many jobs, the first step is an automated review. Many companies use applicant tracking systems, or ATS for short, which are software programs that scan and filter resumes based on specific keywords and criteria. If your resume gets past this step, it could then get passed on to a recruiting or hiring manager. The main challenge in creating a resume is to make one that effectively communicates their qualifications to both an ATS and a human hiring manager. This means passing the automated criteria, but also being interesting and readable to a human. In this course, we'll go over an example of how to use AI to help you build and customize a resume. In the first part of the course, we will walk through how to capture your accomplishments in a resume. In this phase, we will use personal work documents, for example, monthly progress reports or performance reviews, to create or update individual sections of a resume. In cases where you don't have source materials to work with, you can also ask the LLM to help you recall your specific contributions to projects that are relevant for the resume. In the second part of this course, you will customize your resume to a specific job posting. This is your chance to shape the resume in a way that highlights how your experiences are a good fit for that specific job. This course is not about having AI write your resume for you. It's about empowering you, the true expert on your background and experiences and future career goals, to apply the tools and processes that best suit each task. We have 5 guiding principles that will help us create a strategic workflow. First is privacy. This is about protecting your sensitive data by using local LLMs or de-identifying information when using public tools. Next is prototyping your process. You will try out one approach and then critique it to identify potential issues. Then you'll redesign and iterate to improve your process. You will use a structured process for implementing your task by processing one section at a time. Once you've prototyped the entire process on one section of your resume, you can apply that process to the next section. You will also go line by line for edits when you need to ensure completeness. Next is focused context. When you are extracting information from different sources, you want to make sure that the LLM won't accidentally assign accomplishments about one project to another different project. So you'll want to identify which accomplishments go with which project. You'll also want to only give the LLM the information it needs for a specific task. For example, if you're updating your experience at one specific company, you'll provide only the documents for that job, instead of trying to update multiple jobs or experiences in a single prompt. Also, you'll apply a systematic process for reviewing AI outputs. You'll ask the LLM to self-review its work to identify potential mistakes and hallucinations. This LLM self-check is helpful but not a guarantee of accuracy. However, it will assist you with the human-in-the-loop step of the evaluation process. The evaluation is still built around you, the human, as the final decision maker. You are the expert on your own career, and LLMs are just a tool that can help you present your best work. Meet Francis Ko. In this course, you'll walk through the steps to build and customize a resume using Francis as a concrete example. A little bit about Francis. Francis is an early career professional seeking a program manager role. They studied cognitive psychology, interned in data analytics, and is currently working as a research coordinator in their first full-time job. You'll take Francis's background and experience and create a resume to apply for an example job posting. Here's a step-by-step roadmap of how you'll build Francis's resume. Francis has an incomplete resume that doesn't include their current job yet and needs some more details updated. In the first part of the course, you will work to capture their accomplishments in this resume. You'll use some example personal work documents as starting materials, being mindful to protect any sensitive information by using a local LLM. You will use a series of monthly reports from their current job to create a new section of the resume. Then you will use a performance review document from Francis's internship to update a partially complete section of the resume. You will also look at how to use an LLM to help you recall relevant details when you either don't have the source document or you want to highlight your individual achievements from a group project. Once the content sections are complete, you can use the context of the resume to add missing skills from the skills section. Finally, you can use the entire resume to generate or update the summary statement at the top of the resume. Once you have a complete resume, in the second half of the course, you will work on customizing that resume for a job posting. This includes line-by-line matching to check whether each line in the job posting matches an experience in Francis's resume. If any parts of the job posting are not addressed by the resume, this is a good time to add in any relevant experience that might have been left out originally. Applicant tracking systems search for keywords from job descriptions when processing resumes. So in the process of revising the resume, you'll want to adjust the wording to match the job posting when it's relevant. And it's important to review any changes to make sure they are still a factually accurate representation of the person behind the resume. In the next lesson, you'll learn how to plan your process and iterate to improve it. The first thing you'll look at is choosing the tools that you'll use. See you in the next video.